Hi, I'm Fatima Khader, founder of EvolveEd, a parent consultant, and most importantly, mother to two beautiful girls. I guess we have somewhere faced sibling rivalry in some or the other form. And also because a lot of parents face this as an issue, one of the reasons being that it's a very, very natural process of going. It could be something which is a fallout of both the kids living together, maybe sharing the room, or it also could be because of the fact that there's a mother who's not, or mother or a father, the parents are not giving enough attention to those kids. Probably one person is getting attention in different forms and the other one is not. Could be one of those reasons. But the best way, or rather, let me put it across, that a lot of times the parent act as referee and looking at getting into the situation saying this is good and this is bad and this is not something, you're always doing this and this is not something that needs to be done. I guess when we start playing referee to someone and try to say that this is good behavior, this is bad behavior, your brother did this, why did you do that, it's not going to be a solution. I think what we need to do is to not to play referee at that time, just to diffuse the situation saying, all right, I know that there is something that is you guys are not in agreement with, or something that you said to someone and you're feeling this way. I do understand, I would love to know, but right now both of you can get into your rooms. If that is not possible, you can set a table somewhere in the house and both of them can be sitting over there very, very quietly so that they calm down. And once they calm down, you can have a conversation. Depends on why they're fighting it, whatever the context, whatever the reason why they're fighting. It could be the remote, or it could be the fact that one has taken something without others' permission, whatever contextually that is. Sit and talk to them about what needs to be done the next time it happens. So you're being proactive, you're preparing them for the future. If it happens next time, this is what would be the better way of handling. Now, children can challenge you here. Children can possibly tell you that this is what he did last week, this is what he did 2 weeks back, but get them to the now. So as a mom, as a dad, get them to the now. Tell them, all right, I know it would have happened last week, but we're talking about right now. Let's see how we can do that, and let's see how we can possibly look at doing things if it occurs again. That would be the right way. Talking to them, making very clear, very, very descriptively telling them that next time this is what you expect out of them. Next time this is how we can work it out. Sometimes kids fight and sometimes kids, they argue, and it's just because probably they're just working things out. Maybe that could be the fact. Let me give you an example from my own two daughters. Both my daughters always wanted to sit in the front seat. So I'm the driver and both of them said, I'm going to sit next to my mommy. I want to sit next to my mommy. So I looked at it, I gave them the chance and said, well, you decide. I'm standing here. Mommy's not going to be starting the car till you both work it out who sits in the front and who sits at the back. You guys decide and I'm just here. You will be amazed with the way when you give responsibility to your kids to decide and work things together. So both of them came back and said, all right, so I sit in the front right now till we reach the place. While coming back home, then the younger one sits there. So all I need to do is ask, are you in agreement of this? Do we follow this? Said, all right, so let's follow that. Possibly that we just need to be patient at times, allow the kids to decide and take that responsibility to solve it out at that point of time. So just give them that and you will be amazed with the way they come up with solutions. Child is 4-year-old, goes to the playground, hits somebody, could be by mistake, and does not say sorry. Yes, there are a lot of times that parents come up with that. But let's try and put it across from a child perspective. He's a 4-year-old, and somewhere we believe, we believe that if he says sorry, everything's just going to be okay. And sometimes we want the child to say sorry because somewhere we want to show that the child we are in control. So we want him to say sorry, and if he does not say sorry, then we get offended because it's the other person, the other mom who's standing over there, and if he doesn't say sorry, then what are they going to think about us? But the reality is that the child is a 4-year-old, does not understand why he needs to say sorry. So the other way of looking at it is, if you feel that this child needs to apologize, that's one thing that needs to be done. Probably what you can do is you can say sorry on behalf of the child, because the child does not say sorry. So forcing him to do or forcing him to say things just for the sake of it is not going to help him to learn why he needs to be sorry, because in reality, he's not sorry about it. He must have just done it for n number of reasons. We'll talk about that later. But now, if you really want to look at it in terms of saying sorry, it's good. If the child is not saying sorry, say, okay, you turn towards the parent, say, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry that Ananya did this. I'm really sorry, I'm apologizing on her behalf. Then go back home and then explain, talk to the child that this is something that may not be appropriate.